This is Terracota by Unico Zelo, and the grape variety here is Greco, and this comes from the Riverland area of South Australia. Based on the name of the wine, Terracota, there are some sort of things that we can assume about like what it's inspired by. And this like lovely kind of like bronze orange color kind of like confirms it. So this is a white grape that's been fermented on skins. There's a very sort of like old tradition of winemaking, fermenting grapes in these big amphoras, these big sort of like, you know, clay pots, and that's something that is like a very sort of like ancient winemaking tradition in northern Italy, in Georgia, where they make these kind of like they take white grapes and they make these kind of like skin contacty orange oxidative wines. This is like a really kind of like a reference to that ancient winemaking style. It smells really nice. Lots of like yellow peach, sort of like blood orange. It is a bit oxidative, so it smells like a little bit like sherry, but not too much. I would say that this is definitely like a skin contact wine, but not an extreme skin contact wine. This still has retained lots of like primary fruit characters. Oh, it's so perfumey. Oh. Very dry wine, like not a lot of like fruit on the palate. I'd say there's like a blood orange character, but really dry, really clean. Yeah, it does have that slightly sort of like sherry thing that's a little bit like Oloroso sherry, but not in a bad way. Makes it really interesting. I would recommend this to someone who was. I mean, they're not going to be very common, but people who like natural wines from northern Italy, not many people are going to ask for that. Yeah, definitely more of a food wine as well. So this would be really nice with strongly flavored food, things like you know, goat's cheeses, salamis, things like that. This is really interesting. A lot of these skin contact wines can often be sort of pretty extreme. You know, pretty hard to drink, pretty challenging. This is kind of like a beginner's skin contact wine. Even though it looks kind of extreme in the glass, it's actually like pretty accessible. All right, cheers.